The following is set in the same universe as my Oscorp YouTube series. Dr. J, Dr. J, call me Dr. J, Dr. J, Dr. J, wake up now. Dr. J is in her evil laboratory. Ugh, I'm fed up with Oscorp, with its comedy showcase and its release the hounds and red or black. Ugh, it's getting on my nerves. That bloody facility is a mockery. Ugh, I'm a better scientist than Norman Osborn will ever dream of being. And ever since he wasn't the owner anymore, it's been ruled over by people who aren't even scientists at all. Ugh, that is it. I'm going to make a cross between Tipping Point, Tenable, and Release the Hounds, and I am going to force the presenters to cooperate, otherwise they will be killed, or tortured at least. Dr. Che's henchmen, including B1 the robot, kidnap Ben Shepherd, Warwick Davis, and Matt Edmondson, and they are all brought before Dr. J. Oh, yes, of course. Reggie's dead, isn't he? It's Matt Edmondson now. Oh, I demand you tell me why you brought me here. Yes, I demand some answers. Yes, so do I. Do you want to put some counters into the machine? No. It's the contestants that are going to do that. You see, I want a cross between Tipping Point, Tenable, and Release the Hounds made, and you're going to do it for me. Well, rather ITV is going to do it for me. If they ever want to see their presenters alive again. Correct me if I'm wrong, but are you threatening our lives? Because if you are, I can always release the hounds onto you and your henchmen. I'd like to see you try. My B1 robots can eradicate your dogs easily. Dr. J contacts the ITV studios and she tells the heads of the company what she wants doing in terms of a Tipping Point, Tenable, and Release the Hounds crossover. And she tells them if her demands are not met, she will kill the presenters one by one. So obviously those presenters include Matt, Warwick, and Ben. So part of her demands involve her having access to the ITV studios themselves. So first up, she takes a visit to the Tipping Point studio with Ben by her side, and she basically removes the Tipping Point machine from the studio and she loads it onto a lorry. Then she takes a visit to the Tenable studio with Warwick, and she manages to get the pyramid-shaped screen into another lorry. Well, I should say triangular-shaped screen. Then she takes a visit to where Release the Hounds is filmed. Like the forest, basically. And Matt, Warwick, and Ben accompany her to the forest. And the lorries also come into a forest clearing. And basically, Dr. J's henchmen, including the B1 robot, get the screen and the machine out from the lorries. So, like, the tipping point machine and the Tenable screen is now in the clearing, and then the lorries drive off. I hope you don't mind me asking, but where are you going to get like the electricity to power that machine and that screen? I am a genius. My henchmen, including my B1 robots, have prepared some electrical circuits for this occasion. Yes, we have things that are a little more sophisticated than your battery-powered nonsense. It's got to do with converting static electricity. You wouldn't understand. It's got to do with protons and atoms and and um and stuff like that. Oh, stuff like that sounds really scientific, doesn't it? Don't you mock me, Matt Edmondson. Now, henchmen, plug in the machine and the screen. The henchmen obey her, and they plug in the machine and the screen. Right, now all we need is some contestants. Luckily, my henchmen have got some. They're coming in about 5 minutes' time in yet another lorry. They think that this is just a normal ITV show. They have no idea that their lives are about to be in danger. You maniac. I thought you already realised that I was a maniac when I threatened your life, Matt, and the life of Warwick and Ben. Just do what you want with us, but leave the members of the public out of it. Oh, speak for yourself, mate. Warwick, I would expect better from you. Yeah, well, it's alright for you and Matt, Ben, but I'm a Hollywood star. Will you lot shut up right now? I am Dr. J. My intelligence is superior to all other scientists in the world, and every individual in the world, and every individual in this entire universe. Oh, this wouldn't have anything to do with that Oscorp business, would it? Like, to do with Oscorp chasing Ant and Dec, Ronnie Corbett, and David Williams because of that frigging comedy showcase. It's none of your frigging business, Warwick Davis. Yes, well, is that supposed to intimidate me, you calling me by my full name? Just shut up right now. This instant. Yeah, well, you've got nice legs, love, but your robotic arm's a bit weird. You better not hear your wife say that, Warwick. But she probably never will, because you'll probably be dead soon. Well, God rest Ronnie Barker's soul. May he rest in peace. The only way he could escape from Oscorp was by passing away. Yes, but Anne and Dex still continue to host Saturday Night Takeaway without Oscorp catching them somehow. Even when that whole fiasco went on with Dermot hiring Bane to get rid of them. Yes, that's right. I have my moles in Oscorp. I have my moles in most facilities around the world. The contestants finally arrive and they disembark from the lorry, and then the lorry drives off. Right. Henchmen, the podiums, right now. the henchmen unload some podiums from yet another lorry that arrives, and then that lorry drives off. They put the podiums in certain positions so that there's one in the middle and one to the left and one to the right. Right. Any three of you people step up to the podiums. I don't care what people step up to them, as long as it's three people. Like, but have some variety there. Like, at least one woman and at least one man. Two women and a man step up to the podiums. Right. Let's begin with tipping point. Then host this like you would any normal episode of Tipping Point. But I will tell you what twists are going to happen throughout the show in due course. Okay, Dr. J. I'll do what you say. Then Warwick and Matt decide not to tell the members of the public what is going on because they don't want mass panic and hysteria. The Tipping Point Release the Hounds Tenable crossover begins. Hello, I'm Ben Shepherd and welcome to this Tipping Point special, and it's a crossover with Tenable and Release the Hounds. Yes, that's right. Welcome to a Tenable special that's a crossover with Tipping Point and Release the Hounds. That's right, welcome to a Release the Hounds special that's a crossover with Tenable and Tipping Point. Yeah. Yes, what they said, but more what I said. Just to let you know, this is being broadcast to the members of the British public watching their TVs in their homes. The members of the public who are in the clearing are suddenly getting unnerved by Dr. J. They have no idea what she's doing there. They don't even know who she is. Ben commences with asking the questions, and the members of the public that are stood at the podiums, like when they get questions right, they choose like what drop zone they want the counters to go down or to go in. Contestant 1 chooses drop zone 1, contestant 2 chooses drop zone 2, and contestant 3 chooses drop zone 3. Eventually, they do find someone's tipping point when they fail to answer enough questions correctly. This is where the fun begins. Now, because we found this person's tipping point, they have to complete the dog run, but they don't have any red rucksacks on. They have to escape the dogs, otherwise they will be eaten. Because the dogs that we have here today, they haven't been trained properly. They are basically man-eating wolves that we've got. The members of the public overhear Dr. J and they suddenly start shouting and hollering because they start panicking. It's a woman that has to run the dog run To be continued.